Hey, Olda, Tenegato, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. As you can see, I am wearing the Thormium Fortress helm, and in today's episode we're hopefully going to make the other two pieces here, the chest piece and the legs, as well as the boots of the Traveller. But to start the episode off, ding! Oh man, that was kind of a little bit of a weak reveal, so... yeah, I've done a bit of work here on the Infuser. As you can see, I've added a third ring of watered jars, and I've also added a heap of these Essentia tubes. There's probably about 6 or 7 stacks of Essentia tubes here, I think. There's a lot. No, probably not 6 or 7, probably like 5 or so, I'd say. Yeah, so the idea is... so the Infuser, the way it works is that it's going to pull Essentia from the bottom tank each time, at least that's what I've noticed thus far with the infusion over here. And so I'm basically going to have these tubes on top. Basically they'll be able to pull the Essentia out of here, they'll come down here, and then they'll come into the bottom tank. So the bottom tank should always be topped up with Essentia basically, because it has a higher suction than the two of these. I have these, well, the plan is to have these Vs filters on the back here to basically make a sort of a little private network. So that's basically so that Essentia doesn't go where it's supposed to. Like if we look over here, for example, where there are a lot of empty jars, that's the whole reason that I've got these Vs filters on here. I haven't got them here because I don't have enough gold. I've sort of run out of gold, and so I can't keep going. I've also put these in a rainbow. So we've got Fames starting out over here, very dark red. Talum, Iter, Sano, Invictus I don't have yet, so I've just got signs in place. Ignis, Mito, Lucrum, Aya, Lux, Messis, Venenum, Limus, Terra, Herba, Xanimus, Permutatio, and Fabrico. They could be a grey, but they're sort of a little bit green, and they're green enough that I'm putting them in here. We've got Vitreus, Aqua, Census, Tunaman, Instrumentum, Alienus, Precantatio, Corpus, Aurum, Cognitio. Oh, okay, that's the golems. That kind of scared me a little bit. So we've got Cognitio, Bestia, Arbor, Potentia. You could argue that that's an extreme light blue. Ugh, not too sure on that one. So we've got the whites over here. Then we've got Panis, Velatus, Bathodio, Ordo, Modus, Talum, Vacuous, Machina, Mortuus, Spedicio, Tenebrae. So it sort of goes from white to black. Yeah, so the rainbow colours, it's pretty much the same as the dye colours, by the way, for Minecraft. The 16 dye colours. We've got, you've got the pinks, magentas, and you've got your brown, and then from white all the way through to black. So there's still 6 aspects that I have yet to have jars for, or a place for yet. And then obviously we've got just a handful left here that I have yet to get in the actual rainbow. So remember, of course, this entire system it's extremely inefficient in terms of function, I would say, but in terms of aesthetics, it looks absolutely amazing, and that's what it's all about, guys. I wouldn't have done this if there was no real reason other than that, bleh. That's bad wording. I've done this because it looks cool, or it will look cool, especially when all of these are full. So I've kind of demoed that a little bit there. There's like a nice green pattern that's going to look really cool. Right, so anyway, that was very long and very long-winded indeed. We have some crafting to do today. I've got the materials here ready to go, so let's get them in the old inventory. Get the leggings as well. I've made some new leggings and chest plate because I wasn't too sure if we needed to or not, and I just erred on the side of caution and just went ahead and made them. So let's get started with the boots of the Traveller. The recipe is this stuff here. I did a little bit of fishing as well off camera there, because I was looking for, I believe I was looking for stuff for night vision potions, that's right. So let's put these in here. What kind of shape does the Thormonomicon suggest? If we come over to the Artifice tab, Thormium Fortress Armour is down here. Okay, it says it's a hexagon, so yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do the same thing again where we got rid of these pedestals temporarily. I think this will look quite good as well. So you guys get up, and right there. I don't know, just try and help the stability out as much as possible. So you right here, and I've got spare materials, of course. This thing and the fish should be everything that we need. And I should have the Essentia as well, but let's just do one final check. So we're doing the Thormium. We're doing the boots of the Traveller first. That's right, that's over here. Not that armor. So we've got Iter and Velatus. My Iter is over here. I've got 25 of that. The Velatus is over here. We've got 27 of that, so enough materials. Let's go ahead and get the wand out and cast this baby up. There we go. In goes the Velatus first. Now, so I haven't finished with the Essentia network yet. Basically what I need to do is have all of these filters all with the item in there. What you need to do to actually do that is to have jar labels on each of these. But we seem to be doing just fine here with stability. Haven't seen anything come off. It should start pulling the items in. There they go. It's already did the crystals. No issues that I can see. It should be good to go. Da-da-ding! So there are the boots of the Traveller, one of the very cool items from Thaumcraft. I definitely do remember these guys from Thaumcraft 2. It looks like they do give you a little bit of a speed buff. That's what it seemed like, so if I bonk them on again... Does my field of vision change? I thought the field of vision changed. No, it didn't. But I am definitely moving faster. Whee! So how fast will I go if I go over a paving stone? Let's see. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Yeah! That is pretty dang fast. That's awesome. So I want to see what other abilities these have. I kind of forgot. They have the inbuilt depth strider. Faster, jump higher, fall further without taking fall damage. That's quite nice. So how high is that jump? Okay, that seems... We don't have enough space within here, so that's quite cool. So if we go down here... Whee! Okay, I can jump up there now, so... Pretty much, you never want to take them off once you put them on. It's generally how it works. I might go ahead and throw some repair on there at some point, as usual. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next item. Let's get these out of the way. I think we'll go with the leggings next. So this one should be pretty good. I think this is a pentagon, if I recall. But let's just check over here. By the infusion, not infusion enchant, it's a leggings over here. That's on this page, so that's a pentagon. Okay. Well, in that case, for this one, we're going to want to get rid of this. I'm just sort of using the super duper mega flooper pick just in sort of general use, which is a little bit bad of me. I should just sort of reserve it for the arcane ball, but it's just such a nice pick, and I've been doing a bit of caving with it as well, using that right-click ability. It's actually really nice. But anyway, oh, that's right, and it gives you that step-up ability as well. But let's get these leggings down. Now it's a pentagon shape. So if we do that... Now what is it? That... This... No, so you've got to go... Hold on. Bear with me, guys. This guy... So that's 3 of those, then this, and then that. That should be good. It's a little bit confusing. We should have everything that we need. 20 tutor men. We do have that. Wait, doesn't the book say 16? Hold on. I thought the... Oh no. Well, the book says 20, okay. I have been misled. I don't think I have enough tutor men. Might need to quickly burn up some of the leather. We've got the metallum and Praecantatio stored up. We're looking good, guys. Nothing has fallen off. There we go. So we're moving around, taking that Thormium. In goes the gold. And finally, the leather. Still haven't had an incident with this guy, which is really cool. That is the Thormium Fortress Thigh Guards. Oh hey! And I sort of realised off camera as well that this armour is sort of reminiscent of medieval Chinese armour, or medieval Japanese armour, that sort of area of the world. Okay. Yeah, so like Gat said, it actually increases its power the more of it you have. I forgot about that. But that definitely seems to be the case. It looks like it added some extra stuff to the helmet, and I'm sure if I take the helmet off, yeah, the pants actually look a little bit different too. Yeah, they add an extra little bit of whatever that stuff is. Alright, I'm not good with the armors, so let's get this in there. I don't actually think I have enough Tutormen. I want to check this one properly. We might be low on the tutes, so we only have 15. And it looks like we're going to take 24, so I will need to burn up about 10 of it. And I should have enough Metallum and Praecantatio. Praecantatio is good, the Metallum is also all goods. But yeah, let's have a look and see if I have any spare leather. Just putting the last of the materials on the pedestals. Just need to get some leather down. And we are good to go, so fire it up. Do I have 24 Tutormen is the big question. Oh, I do have 24. You should probably check something like that before you fire the machine up, but, you know, I did definitely burn enough leather there. I don't like using the leather for getting Tutormen, because leather is so valuable. Well, I consider leather to be a highly valuable item here inside of Minecraft. Well, let's have a look around. All the items are still on there. Oh man, apologies about the frame rate. It seems I'm getting frame drops. We're sort of below 20, or below 30 rather, at points here. We're okay now. That was a little bit confusing. I think it's probably going to end up being a little bit noticeable, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. So, that's the third piece of the Thormium Fortress armor. Looking really cool, guys. If I go ahead and throw that on, what will that do? Let's just keep in this mode. Wow. There's that gold thing that's as advertised. Wow. You definitely look you look like some kind of a Chinese warrior of some description. That's pretty awesome. If I take this off... Wow. That actually looks really cool. I'm really pleased with that. So, supposedly it's a little bit stronger with all of these pieces on there. I think so anyway. Hold on. Oh! Does it show that if you have the Thormonomicon on you? Like if I get rid of that... Okay, no, it still shows me having the Thormonomicon and a scroll. Because, you know, they kind of know that you're just going to have your Thormonomicon on you. As an all, you smart guy. And there's a scroll there as well. But I don't think I have any scrolls, but... Okay, there we go. That is the infusion crafting for today. 3 new items. That's our new armor set for the foreseeable future. Thank you guys. And by guys I mean Asnor for giving me some new stuff. Apparently, there we go. My air is completely filled up. Right, so I think we're going to go ahead and do some more miscellaneous research today as well. In particular, I wanted to get rid of this one. Not sure why, it's just been sitting around for a long time. Just want to get rid of it. This one has Tutormen, Machina Cognitio, and Instrumentum. Watered Arcana controlling access, by the way. Alright, let's get started with it. Okay, the Machina, we already have Instrumentum on the board, so we have to use Motus here. So what I'm thinking of doing is going Motus like so. Then we'll go Air over here, and then I think we'll sort of go Ignis Lux is the best plan, I think. There we go, so that's those two linked up, and let's try linking these two up, and then we can go along there. I'm thinking Herber somehow. Yeah, we can go Arbor and then Herber, I think. So, and then Tutormen itself has a Terror in there, yes, so if we do something like Terror, save that aspect, and then we go Herber. Oh no, we'll probably have to go like this then, and then Arbor. Right, so if we Reclaim that terror. There we go, so that's those two linked up. And then let's bring this over here. We're going to need Ordo or Humanus. Let's see, if I go Humanus, then I can... Well, we've already got Cognitia, but we could go Bestia. We could go the Victus route if we want, but there might be a different way that we can do that using Ordo, I'm thinking. We can go Ordo, Vitreous, probably. Vitreous? Ordo Vitreous, okay. Because then they would have to go to Terra. So perhaps what I can do is Fabrico then. So if we go oh, jeez. Whoopsies. No, because we've already got Instrumentum right there. That's a bit of Fabrico wasted. Think, game, think! I'm trying to go that way. Perhaps I can do something else though. Arbor? No, we can't go through Arbor. So we probably are just going to have to do the life route. We could do Sano again. Oh, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and do Sano. The Sano tree. That's really nice. Do that, and then connect that up to Ordo. Yeah, so that's relatively straightforward. By the way, for the one aspect challenge, if you're still new to the series, I'm only allowed... it's a condition that I set on myself to only use one type of aspect. So, that is the Warded Arcana research accessed. It's right here. Let's see what it has to say. Some experimentation has led to an interesting discovery. The ability to imprint memories in inanimate objects. Your first attempt at using this discovery is doors, pressure plates, and other blocks that remember who placed them. The door can only be removed with a wand, by the person who placed it. Additionally, the door will refuse to open for anyone but its owner. Oh, okay, that's cool. The owner can also craft iron or gold keys that will grant others access to this door, so that's kind of cool on multiplayer servers, I'm guessing. By crafting an iron key and clicking on the door, you will link the key to that door. You can then give the key to another person and they will be able to use it on the door to gain permanent permission to open it. They will still not be able to break the door or grant anyone else access. For that, you need the gold key. The gold key serves much the same function as the iron key, except they also grant other people iron key access to that door. Only the original owner of the door can hand out gold key access. They are also not able to remove the door with a wand. Only the original owner will be able to do that. And so here are the recipes for the keys here, by the way. So that gives you two of them. Okay, and the gold key is much the same. This pressure plate has a few novel features. Firstly, it has 3 settings that can be toggled by right-clicking on it. It can trigger on everything, like wooden pressure plates, just you, or everything except you. Oh, that's quite interesting. Secondly, like all other warded items, only you can remove it. Lastly, it can be linked to other players with the use of keys. These pressure plates can be used to open arcane doors as long as someone with access to the plane has access to the door as well. Okay, and then we've got the arcane pressure plate, which is made with zombie brains and Thormium ingots. Warded glass is a simple cosmetic block, but like other warded objects, it cannot be broken except by the person who placed it. Keys can be used to give other users access. Here it is, warded glass. Oh, so you get 8 of it for 6 glass, 2 great wood, and a zombie brain. That is quite expensive though for 8 blocks. A lot of order being used there, but okay, we've got ourselves a few new super cool blocks to use here. We've got pressure plates, we got keys, and the door itself, which is requiring 4 Thormium in the corners, 4 great wood, and a zombie brain as well, to kind of give it that memory, as well as a heap of aspects. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using the doors or the keys very much because this is single player, I'm the only person here. The pressure plate could be interesting, and the glass is probably going to see a whole lot of use actually, because we only use 6 glass and you get 8, but you do need to require zombie brains as well as a heap of aspects. How? A creeper has just snuck up on me. How? This is the only thing I can think of. Okay, I'm glad he didn't explode in my face. Okay then. Well, that happened. So there we go. Thanks, Creeper. I guess that's one reason to use warded glass, to keep those guys out of my face. So that's one of the long-standing, one of these things out of the way. We could go for the arcane ear, but I'm thinking we could go for something a little bit more interesting than that. Perhaps we could go for runic shielding, something I haven't really played with all that much since before the backup. Could go for one of these actually. I'm kind of curious to see what this stuff is. This was a really nice one. I haven't really exploited that too much, but I think I want to go for something like this. Entropic processing. Making things worse? I certainly hope not. Requiring 3 Pediccio, 1 Precontatio, and 1 Fabricated Cast. Or buy, so we'll go ahead and buy that. Let's see what it says. While creating magical and mundane substances is quite satisfying, sometimes you just want to break things down into their component parts. What is simpler than adding entropic energy to things? Actually, there are several reasons why this is a bad idea, but what is progress without some risk? Indeed. So, stone bricks, make cracked stone bricks with the 2 Pediccio. Okay, this just unlocks some cool little recipes, in case we don't have access to the stronghold. I know the coordinates of the stronghold now. Oh, this is a cool one. Get some more bone meal out. That's really nice, actually. That's a nice one. Because I don't have very many bones at the moment, and I have a ridiculous amount of Pediccio saved up. So that's unlocked a liquid death for external use only. Me thinks this has something to do with taint, and I haven't really experienced taint in this mod all yet that much. That's bad wording. I have yet to experience taint is what I'm trying to say. Man, my mouth is not doing too good today. My humblest apologies, I'm kind of nervous about another creeper coming along. Okay, I think I want to go ahead and get this though. It is a forbidden research, and it is moderate. But I am willing to take the risks for you guys. So there it is. It is a kind of a purpley, sort of reminiscent of the old taint colour. Did I just hear something? I could have sworn I heard like a... Hello? Anyone hiding? Not that I can see. Whee! Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and bonk this guy in here and see what happens. This is Aqua, Mortuus, Venom, and Pediccio. Well... yeah, I can hear something. I'm guessing it's the locals that are close by there. So, the problem with Venom is that it's one of those dead-end ones that requires Aqua and Pediccio, so we will need to break our rule here for the first time ever to get out of Venom. And I think I'm going to go with Pediccio, just because it's right next to Pediccio. So, Vacuous. Okay. What other things do we have that connect to Pediccio? Anything at all. Anything. Well, we're already using Mortuus, so we can't use that. It's probably the best plan. We can do something like Exanimus, and then we'll go Motus, and then we'll go Air, like so. And then we can use Tempestus to link those two together, like so. That's quite good. And then we can do something like... we can probably do something like... Auto Permutatio. Okay, that's not a bad idea, but I did just hear a Zomzom. That was a baby Zomzom too. They're on the prowl. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do here. We'll go Auto Permutatio. I'm running out of auto, I notice. Haven't done very much auto node scanning at the moment. So how am I going to connect this over to another Pediccio without using aspects that I've already used? That is a good question. Vinculum. Is there anything else that requires Motus? Velatus. Okay, I think I've got it. So if I go Vacuous, this is quite a long-winded one. And then we go, no, okay, Victus, right? No, it's Fames, that's right. Fames next. Then we go Fames, then we go Victus. Yep. Then we go that, then we go Spiritus, then we go Census. Well, yeah. That's not the greatest. That dang little Venom right there kind of screwing us over, but we did manage to link up 2 Pedicios using different aspects, which I think is quite awesome. So, Liquid Death. This is quite an interesting one. Let's see what we got. This is definitely the hardest one to date, by the way. So that was Warp and Permanent Warp. Haven't really had any bad effects from Warp, to be honest. It's only been good. It's just a little bit creepy, but, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and read about what we've just learned. Liquid Death for external use only. This liquid is so dangerously toxic that virtually nothing can prevent it from dissolving flesh, bone, and even harder substances. Nothing alive, or that, even display. Nothing alive or that even? That doesn't make sense. Nothing alive or that even displays the semblance of life. Nothing alive, comma, or even nothing alive, or anything that displays the semblance of life can survive it. That's better. Apart from obvious practical applications, this vile substance has another interesting property. Any Essentia a dissolved creature possessed form into crystals that can be harvested. I will leave it to the reader's imagination what uses those crystals can be put to. Right, so these are just your typical Essentia crystals that you can make way over here on the other side of the tree here. Essentia crystallization. I'm guessing that that's how it works. I haven't really gone into that too much because I just really haven't seen the need to. But this one over here, in order to make this guy, you need to throw a bucket into a crucible that's already got 32 Mortuous, Pedicio, and Venom, so we could technically make one of these guys. A bucket of liquid death. Yeah, it seems to me like a moat is something that you want to use this for. Some kind of crazy thing. You could use it against the Wither or something, which could be quite interesting, a good way to damage it. That's a really interesting one. Okay, but I still think I want to do a little bit more research here. We might try one of these other trees. Let's see, is there anything that we could do? Runic shielding? Thermostatic harness? Is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Or is it a bird? It is a bird. I think we're going to go with the Thermostatic harness just to finish the episode off here. So this is going to require Vladis, Machina, Aya, and Iter. Oh man. This is a hard one. This is actually a really hard one. I might not actually be able to complete this one. Yeah, okay, so that one's got Motus already. And Iter. Let's see. Iter. Okay, Iter has Terra in it, so maybe we might be able to get away with this. Possibly. But then, well, a lot of stuff connects to Aya, so okay. And then Modus is made up of Aya, but there's other stuff that has it in there, so we could do like Pedish. We could do Vinculum rather. Don't really use this one too much, so we'll try and use that to save an aspect or two. Machine, we're already using Motus, so we'll have to go with Instrumentum here. And then we can go Pedicio, and then we can connect these up. Or, you know, we can go a Pedicio like so. And then this one can go Auto, and then we should better connect those with Permutatio. So let's do that. Okay, those two are hooked up. Now, what are we going to do over here? Air is going to be a really hard one to do, actually. I think what we're going to have to try is going quite convoluted with this. We'll go Herber, and then we might have to go Victus. I hear a Zom. Oh, he's close by. He's outside or something. Overhead. I don't think they're actually able to see you. It's only the spiders that can see you through walls. But anyway, we need to put down. We might actually need to move these over now. That I think about it. So what I'm thinking of doing is going Victus. So let's pick one of those up, and then we could do something like Spiritus and Mortuous. Yeah, that's a good plan. Like so, and then that's all of that hooked up just fine and dandy. So then we might have to go Aqua. We're already using Victus. We can't really do that now, can we? No, we can't. Right, how am I going to connect up Terra to something that's over here? I'm thinking if we go Bestia, and then we can go basically Humanus, and then Perfidio. There we go. That works. So that was, that's pretty good. I didn't think I'd actually be able to do that one, but that one turned out to be pretty straightforward. So let's pick up the Thermostatic harness. There it is. Whatever the heck this thing is, that appears to have unlocked the Thermostatic girdle. Is it a plane? No, it is in fact a bird. You have finally managed to unlock the secret of flight! You have created a harness that anchors itself to the thormic field, using thermostatic energy, allowing you to defy gravity. Say what? You think quantums and quarks might also be involved somehow. Yes, somehow. But that's going to be a complicated recipe. Unusually, the only piece required to power this harness is added during its creation process. Instead, the fuel it requires for flight is raw potentia. Simply right-click while holding the harness to insert filled jars. Oh, okay, you can just like throw jars in there, I see. Pressing H while wearing the harness activates or deactivates it. Hover mode, engage. Instability high, okay. While active, the harness will constantly use potentia. Right. It can be enchanted with the haste enchant to increase the speed at which you move while flying. The harness will not reduce your block breaking speed while you are flying with it. So, the power of flight is within our hands, and that gives a Vs discount for A of 5% and a Vs discount of 2%. Okay. Just going to have some cool little extra effects on there. That's going to require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pedestals around this guy. Okay, and that's the first time I've ever having to use more than 8. So I'll have to rearrange the table then, probably, to accommodate more complicated recipes. That's also going to take 16 ITER, 32 Machina, 32 Potentia, and 32 Vellatus Essentia. Vellatus is actually really hard for me to come across right now, because I don't have a full-on chicken farm. The instability on it's high. But man, this thing allows you to fly! Flight! Man, if we could get our hands on this, we would just be able to fly around. That would make transportation, just getting around places, a lot easier. And you'd have to put haste on there as well. It's like, you might as well just throw haste on there. So what's the recipe, the enchant over here for haste? Well, that's going to be Nitor and Salus Mundus as well as Iter. Brachiodacium, more Vellatus, goodness gravy. Yeah, I'm going to need to work on my chicken farm proper dopper off camera. I forgot I was wearing this armor. That will have to be in future episodes. Man, I just look so... I look like some kind of Chinese warrior guy. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.